Carr, the reliable goalkeeper of Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers with me. Jimmy, welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
How difficult position you are being played, that is goalkeeping?
Goalkeeping is a unique position. As a goalkeeper, we always say that it's a team within a team, because you are part of the starting 11, but you are playing your own game within a game. You are one man and trying to stop the ball from going into the goal. So it's totally different. It's a unique skill. It requires a lot of mental concentration and mental strength. And I think only a select few want to do it, and probably sensibly at that.
Is it a thankless job?
Yes, it can be thankless, yeah. You can be the villain often, but it's also the job that you choose and the responsibility that you hold as a goalkeeper to take that responsibility of keeping the ball out of the net for your team and saving your team when maybe they make mistakes in front of you. So yes, it can be thankless, but somebody has to do it.
How injury prone is the goalkeeping in hockey?
Now it's becoming more and more because the way your body moves as a goalkeeper and the speed that you have to move at is increasing with the pace of the game, and the positions we have to put our body in are not positions that the body is designed to be in, with our knees and our hamstrings. More and more you see goalkeepers focusing a lot of work on staying fit rather than becoming strong, and training their bodies to be strong in compromised positions.
So how much extra weight you put on while playing in this position? You are pads.
So we have stuff that covers our feet, our legs. We have protection on our thighs and on our chests and on our arm, and then we have the helmet. So all in all, it depends on the keeper and what style you like to play with. Some play without certain pads, but 10 to 12 kilos you end up putting on. And we play on a water-based field. So when the water, sometimes, or if it's raining, then the water soaks into the padding, then it becomes upwards of 15 kilos.
So 15 kilos extra weight you are putting on?
Yes.
And playing in this standard?
Yes.
So it is quite difficult.
It is difficult, but it's necessary, because as the game evolves and people get stronger and the technology improves, the ball is now coming so fast that you need to wear that much protection to stay safe. So you have to find a balance between how fast do I want to be and how much do I want to be protected.
So how difficult for a goalkeeper to defend a penalty corner?
Yeah, it's probably the most important job in our line of work. Defending a penalty corner, you have, for example, in the Hockey India League, you have all of the top flickers in the world, or most of them here, and everybody has their own style and everybody flicks it in a different way. There are variations you have to consider. So as a penalty corner defending team, we would do a lot of preparation to see, okay, what the other team likes to do, what flickers do they have, and now they're flicking the ball harder and harder and harder with everybody is getting stronger, everybody is getting faster, so the ball is coming harder than ever. But in that way, we prepare harder we practice it more, we watch more video, we always try and analyze the opponent and see how we can best defend it. So it is becoming more difficult, but I think defending the corner is becoming more of a skill that is valued in a team.
What I was discussing with some people, the coach level, that nowadays the execution level of penalty corners has decreased. That does that mean that the defensive mechanism, the goalkeeper or the defenders, now they are doing better job while defending a penalty corner?
Yeah, I think from when I started playing until now, I think the defending part of the penalty corner, so how you defend a penalty corner, has gained importance, and teams are seeing now that with the increase in protection that the runners wear, that they can run tighter lines. We can change up the defense that we run to against the flicker. And yes, over the last couple of years, there has been definitely a decrease in conversion in the penalty corner. So whether that's the goalkeepers becoming better, or the penalty corner defending team working harder and making that more of a priority to be able to defend those corners.
So let's talk about HIL.
Yeah.
So you have already won two matches, and how up till this point, what is your experience? Share with us this HIL whole thing.
I think it's amazing. I think it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. I think it's something as a hockey player that you cannot miss. There is nowhere else in the world that you can go and play in a stadium, a full stadium, in front of 15, 20,000 people, other than here in Odisha in India. So everybody has been so kind, and you will never experience anything like this in hockey. Only they have the similar thing in cricket, but in hockey this is the only place where they have it. And the hockey itself is fun, it's exciting. The teams are new, they're not used to playing with each other, which makes for an exciting game, not as structured of a game, but for the spectator definitely more enjoyable to watch.
So how do you rate this enthusiasm in this part of the world? 30,000, 25,000 plus people, they are watching hockey. Can you ever imagine this in your Ireland?
No, never ever. In Ireland, if we were playing an international match, we would be lucky to get 1,000 people there. And here I played against India in February in Rukela in the stadium here in front of 20,000 people, full, screaming for India, and it was a once in a lifetime, a unique experience to play India in India. There is nowhere else in the world that is this hockey crazy, and it's a real privilege and fun, such fun to play here.
So do you believe that India India deserve much more world attention hockey-wise?
Yeah, well, I think this tournament and I think the Hockey India League in the past brought a lot of attention to Indian hockey, and I think this tournament will do the same. The production of it and the content they are putting out and the highlights and the matches are being available online will reach a huge audience. I know from my friends are watching and my family can watch wherever they are in the world, and I think that brings a huge amount of attention to the sport and Indian hockey itself. And I think you also see the improvements made by the Indian hockey team now, and how they won bronze in the Olympics, and what style of hockey they play and how strong they are now will also shine a light on the sport.
How do you rate Indian hockey team at this moment? The consecutive 2 bronze medal.
Yeah, well, I think they're one of my least favorite teams to play. They play a different style. They play a very aggressive style. I'm lucky enough to share the field with a couple of guys I played against at international level, and it's nice now to be playing with them rather than against them. But skillful, very fit, very physical, and they play a really exciting brand of hockey.
So what is the main difference between the Indian brand of hockey and the European brand of hockey?
In Europe, we try to play much more structured, a team build-up game where we try to play patterns and we try to connect with each other. Whereas in India, they are now developing that side, and that's, I think, what's taking them to the next level. But they also all have amazing individual skills. All the players have amazing individual skills, and they are not afraid to take on players, to beat players 1v1. And that's the style that Indian hockey is known for, is that aggressive 1v1 attack with speed and skill and with flair. And it's
so
really
do you believe that
exciting to watch.
Indian hockey players or Indians should not be copying European format of hockey?
No, I think that every nation, every continent plays a different style, and there's pros and cons to every style. I think you see now the Indian hockey maybe incorporating a little bit more structure into the national team, which is helping them. But of course, I don't think they should lose what makes them. You understand? Like they have skills and talents that nobody else in the world has, and that's what makes them different and special. And that's the sort of thing that makes hockey exciting to watch.
There is a belief that Indian hockey players should not copy the European format. Mm-hmm. They should play their own game. Only by doing that, India can bring back their golden ages of Indian hockey. Do you agree with that view?
Yeah, well, I think you see, for example, in the Olympics, you see players like Abhishek and Sukhjit producing skills in the opponent's circle and winning penalty corners that other teams can only dream of. So yeah, of course it makes them unique, and I am not a coach, I am not one to say how they should play, but I think it's important to keep that national identity and play with that free-flowing stuff that you see, and that is successful, because you now see Indian hockey really improving and becoming one of the top threats in the world.
Do you know about cricket?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
A little bit cricket. And what about football?
Yeah, a little bit of football. I like to watch golf. I like to watch rugby.
So, which is your favorite hockey team worldwide?
My favorite hockey team?
Yeah.
Not international.
International.
Ireland, of course.
Ireland. Rather than Ireland, where is India stands in your favorite list?
I think it would probably be a close second in terms of just playing against them and having the experience that I have had in India to play against in front of a full crowd with that sort of atmosphere. And then the games we play against them are always exciting because the players that they have, they're from 1 minute they could do nothing, and then the next minute they could run the whole field and score. So that sort of excitement is, it's really fun to watch.
And how is this HIL improving you as a hockey player?
Well, as a goalkeeper, I'm always trying to put myself in there with the best player, to play against the best players in the world. And here you have all of the best players from India and from around the world. You have some of the top players here, all playing together, all learning from each other. And I think we play, if we make the final, we will play 12 games. And to play 12 games at this level against these top players and learning from everybody and the different styles, I think it's an invaluable experience for everybody here, for Indian players, for international players, to find the mix and to learn from each other. And you also get exposed to top coaches as well, really top coaches that, for example, we have Colin Batch, an Australian coach for a long time and had lots of success with Australia. I would never have had the chance to work with him, except now I get to experience what he is like thanks to this tournament.
What is India to you? How will you define India?
I would say colorful. Colorful would be my answer. The food, the people are so friendly, the hockey fans go crazy. Not in the literal sense of the word colorful, but outgoing. Everything is outgoing. The people are friendly, the food is delicious, the hockey is amazing. I've always enjoyed my time here. This is my second time being here, and I really love coming back. I always love to come back. It's an amazing country.
Your message to our viewers?
My message would be to tune in and watch the Shrachi Bengal Tigers. Hopefully tomorrow night we can put on a show and get our third win and put us in a good place going forward. So please tune in and watch, and if you're in Rukela, come down and support us. We'd love to have you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Thank you.